You should still hate jet skiers, except when you con one into pulling you on a hydrofoil so you can experience getting up for the first time and pumping on flat water. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to try to foil and not suck. And I'm not talking about the electronic foil, I'm talking about the classic hydrofoil. We're going to be talking jet skis, we're going to be talking wake boats, and most of all, we're going to be talking about me having some epic wipeouts. Let's hit the water. So besides the other video that I did about the jet ski wake foiling experience, I don't really have a lot of footage, but with the higher pulling point on the boat, it was just a lot easier to get up, and then it was really just waiting for the wake to build and keeping the wing high enough out of the water to allow the wave to start pushing you in. Besides pumping practice, it was actually a ton of fun to foil behind the boat because of the giant pocket compared to wake surfing and the feeling of having almost no drag. At this point, I didn't really know how to pump. I knew kind of the motion, but I didn't know how to throw my weight forward yet, and I didn't know what it actually felt like to throw my weight forward and accelerate. So anytime I did accelerate, I wasn't actually able to repeat it, so I didn't really feel like I was learning what to do. But other than that, it was really fun compared to wake surfing to have this big of a pocket since the foil is so efficient. And in this case, having a foil with such a large surface area really opened up a big playground on the first, and if I had a long enough rope, probably the second wake. You can see I tried to pump off here, but just didn't have the feel for it, and obviously it was pretty short-lived. And then I got a lot more comfortable behind the first wake, and again did the pumping motion, but didn't go anywhere. So the next step was going to be doing the actual motion, but throwing my weight forward and actually pumping forward. And at this point, I still didn't know what I was doing, but naturally I saw a pontoon boat, dipped the tip of the board in, and decided to get some pumping practice in. Now this one went pretty well considering I hadn't planned on pumping away, I just wanted to recover, but I still didn't know what I was doing, my form was pretty bad, and I'm actually surprised I did that well. This next clip is the same thing, I'm just behind the boat and wanted to get a little bit of pumping practice, but still didn't know how to throw my weight forward or even what that felt like, so naturally I stalled out pretty fast. And then I switched wings to the pumping wing. Less surface area, but a ton more lift because of the high aspect nature, and I couldn't even hold the board down, and thus the wipeout. After that, I learned to keep my weight forward and felt like I had quite a bit better control of the board, and you can see I pumped away a little bit, again stalling because I wasn't throwing my weight forward enough. But naturally, the next run I felt really confident, went in for a sweep, and then ended up on my back. And then of course you're gonna wake surf after that because you can't end on a bad note, gotta do something I actually know how to do. Naturally, the same way I wiped out on the foil was about to be the same way I wiped out here due to the wave getting bounced around by other wakes and sending me on my back. Unfortunately, the dock I was using was really high and had dock floats that didn't allow the wing to sit close to the surface, so it was really hard to get consistent results to learn. Thankfully, Wake Thief came up with this awesome dockstarter design, with the only difference being that I used a long 2x4 to connect the two sides, so I could easily use C-clamps to hold it to the dock, which requires no drilling and makes it usable on any dock. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still an absolute garbage can at dock starting, but now I'm able to get more consistent launches, and that's allowed me to get a feel for pumping and pump further than I ever have. But that is going to be it for my classic hydrofoil update, and if you like this content, make sure to karate kick, fushigi stomp that subscribe button, because my goal this summer is to achieve 1 minute of flat water pumping. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one.